The Galactic Council was wary of the humans. Though relatively new to the interstellar stage, humanity had already earned a reputation for resilience and innovation. Their sudden rise in influence unsettled many of the Council's established members, especially the Zorva Dominion, an empire with a history of annexing worlds in their pursuit of power. When the Zorva's ancient emperor, Lord Varak, issued a declaration to contain humanity, few were surprised. The humans, he warned, were a danger to the galaxy's balance, and if left unchecked, would become too influential. To make his point, Varak chose Altharion, a remote human colony of scientists and farmers, as the first target. The fall of Altharion. Altharion had no significant defenses, merely a few civilian ships and a small security team. When the Zorva fleet arrived, they issued a single command to the inhabitants: submit or perish. The people of Altharion, unprepared for war, scrambled to comply, but the Zorva seized the colony anyway. They dismantled communications, burned supplies, and forced the humans into labor camps. Resistance was met with swift brutality. Among those captured was Dr. Olivia Kane, a prominent scientist specializing in bioengineering. She and her team were forced into service, tasked with improving the Zorva's resource efficiency. Though they followed orders, the humans refused to lose hope. Altharion survivors began spreading tales of resistance, whispering that their captors could never truly break them. A call in the dark. News of Altharion's fall reached the rest of humanity in fragments. Ships passing by the Altharion system reported strange signals, a mixture of distress calls and coded messages. The colony's fate soon became known, igniting outrage across human colonies. In response, Admiral Ethan Cross, a decorated leader known for his fierce loyalty, mobilized a small fleet to liberate Altharion. Yet, as he looked over his limited resources, an array of patched-up starships and untested soldiers, he understood that this wouldn't be a conventional fight. The Zorva fleet was unmatched in power, and no other Galactic Council members dared aid humanity. Instead, Cross and his fleet gathered in the shadows, planning a guerrilla campaign. They would not attack head-on, but rather strike from the fringes, sowing confusion and wearing down their enemy. Their first goal was to establish contact with the resistance on Altharion. The spark of resistance. Deep within the Zorva camp, Dr. Kane worked tirelessly with her team, secretly creating tools and transmitting messages to signal Cross's fleet. She engineered a bacteria that could corrode Zorva technology, planning to release it in strategic locations. With limited resources and under strict supervision, she risked everything. Meanwhile, Admiral Cross's forces executed their plan. Using cloaking devices and subspace communication, they infiltrated the outskirts of Altharion, taking out Zorva supply ships and disrupting the alien fleet's formation. Each hit-and-run tactic spread confusion among the Zorva soldiers. Unused to guerrilla warfare, the Zorva found themselves struggling to adapt. Dr. Kane's coded transmissions finally reached Cross, outlining key weaknesses in the Zorva's camp. In one daring move, Kane's team synchronized with Cross's fleet to disable the camp's energy shields, allowing the human forces to strike directly. Despite the risks, every resistance cell on Altharion joined the assault, catching their captors off guard. Humanity's turning point. The night of the assault became known as the Burning Night. Waves of human ships dove into Altharion's atmosphere, lighting up the sky. Kane's bioweapon disrupted Zorva communication devices, throwing the camp into chaos. Cross's fleet launched a coordinated attack, utilizing everything from jury-rigged lasers to outdated nuclear torpedoes. Humanity fought as one, each citizen of Altharion rising against their captors. Even civilians joined, using whatever tools they had to sabotage the Zorva war machines. The Zorva, known for their cold efficiency, were overwhelmed by humanity's relentless spirit, unprepared for a force that fought with such desperation and ingenuity. During the battle, Admiral Cross broadcasted messages across the galaxy, calling for unity and freedom. His words resonated, painting the conflict not just as a battle for Altharion, but as a symbol of resistance against oppression. A light across the stars. Against all odds, humanity reclaimed Altharion. The Zorva were driven off, their fleet in disarray. News of the victory spread like wildfire, and Cross's broadcast continued to circulate, rallying the other human colonies to stand united. Altharian's people were hailed as heroes, and Dr. Kane's defiance became a legend, symbolizing humanity's unbreakable spirit. But the impact reached beyond humanity. Other species, seeing the humans' victory, began questioning the Council's acceptance of Zorva aggression. For the first time, an uprising was sparked within the Council itself, with some members calling for justice and freedom. In the months that followed, the Terran League grew stronger, an alliance bound by the sacrifices made on Altharian. Humanity's message of resilience had become a beacon, a light that pierced the darkness, proving that even the most overwhelming force could be overcome by the unyielding spirit of those who dared to dream of freedom. And as Admiral Cross said in his final broadcast, now echoed across galaxies, if we stand together, nothing, not even the void itself, can extinguish our light.